Welcome to the Rosewood Nature Study Area. The vision of the Nature Study Area is to establish and steward a publicly accessible Great Basin wetland habitat where the community can come to learn about and appreciate the importance of our natural open spaces and local parks. Formerly a golf course that was decommissioned and permanently closed in 2015, the property is one of the last remaining wetland habitats in the Truckee Meadows that once characterized this region. The Rosewood Nature Study Area has come a long way from September 2019 when the AmeriCorps Wetland Restoration Technicians began the restoration process. So far, 28 AmeriCorps members have worked on the study area, contributing to over 25,000 hours in service work. Since restoration began, 2 main bridges on the property have been rebuilt. Fences have been replaced or repaired, and roughly 3 miles of trails have been cleared, smoothed out, and equipped with trail markers and interpretive signage. In addition, 13 nest boxes, 2 bat boxes, and 3 native bee houses have been constructed and installed to increase wildlife habitat. Another means of increasing diversity and restoring the wetland ecosystem is through invasive species removal. An invasive species is one that has been introduced to an area and is causing environmental harm. The most abundant invasive plant in the Rosewood Nature Study Area is known as tall whitetop. Whitetop is a highly invasive perennial mustard that is now found throughout almost all of the United States. Whitetop possesses a large and nutrient-dense network of roots, making it extremely difficult to control and eradicate. Stands of whitetop often overtake an area, outcompeting native vegetation and making it very difficult for native plant species to survive. Other invasives we are working to reduce include thistle, tamarisk, purple loosestrife, and kochia. In addition, we are trying to reduce the impact of invasive animal species as well, such as carp and the American bullfrog. By removing these invasives from the wetland, we are restoring and reducing their spread while also allowing Nevada's wetland ecosystem to grow and thrive. So far, the AmeriCorps Wetland Restoration Technicians and volunteers have cleared roughly 60 acres of invasive plants. After removing invasive plants, it is important to replant the area with native vegetation. Establishment of native species at the Rosewood Nature Study Area is accomplished through a mix of seeding and community planting events. Our staff and AmeriCorps members host large planting days that volunteers can attend. Together with our volunteers, we have planted over 1,500 native plants. Some of the native plants we introduced this year include silver buffalo berry, desert peach, showy penstemon, blue flax, and Nebraska sedge. In addition, a garden has been planted near the Nature Center that is specifically designed to attract pollinators such as bees and butterflies. Integrating native species not only attracts pollinators, but helps with stream bank stabilization, improves the soil structure, and provides essential habitat for native birds, mammals, and amphibians. Expanding the diversity of native plants is essential for the successful restoration of any ecosystem. To monitor the wetland plants, the technicians conduct 2 forms of plant surveys. For seasonal plot surveys, all 219 acres of wetland are randomly sampled by tossing a 1-meter square PVC quadrat 10 times per acre and recording the vegetation found in that area. Our other plant surveying project not only serves to help us monitor the plants in the wetland, but also provides us with an opportunity for community engagement. Using the program Nature's Notebook, members of the community can all participate in our Phenology tracking. Phenology is the study of cyclic and seasonal natural phenomena. Phenology tracking in plants helps us determine the health of those plants and how they compare to the same species in the greater Truckee Meadows area. Traits we are currently tracking include leaf shape, flowering and seeding times, and color variation in plants such as big sagebrush and Russian olive. Wetlands, such as the emergent marshland of the Nature Study Area, provide a diverse range of food that in turn attracts a wide variety of birds, fish, mammals, and other animals. To monitor this, our AmeriCorps restoration technicians conduct bird and amphibian surveys on a regular bi-weekly basis to track changes in the abundance and diversity of species. As the sun rises, it warms the land, and the little critters such as worms and insects that birds consume begin to move around. Our restoration technicians begin bird surveys just after sunrise to increase the likelihood that we will obtain a complete representation of all birds enjoying the native habitat. During these surveys, technicians will spend 10 minutes recording the abundance and variety of birds seen at predetermined points in the wetland. This data is essential for tracking restoration progress and reveals the benefits of restoring native habitat for wildlife. Our restoration technicians also track the presence of animals using trail cameras. This survey method is more informal and provides a general understanding of how restored areas are being used by a variety of species. This is just the beginning of our efforts to revitalize the 219 acres of the Rosewood Nature Study Area. Soon to be implemented are more permanent interpretation signs and larger trail networks. As restoration continues, we hope to see the biodiversity and health of this beautiful emergent marshland increase and thrive. Restoration takes a lot of work and many years, even with our Truckee Meadows Parks Foundation staff, AmeriCorps members, and community volunteers. Please consider donating, volunteering, or even becoming a Truckee Meadows Parks Foundation member. Thank you for coming to the Rosewood Nature Study Area, and we hope you enjoy your visit.